Hi, I'm Brett Larkin for Greatist, and this is my 10-minute personal seat sculpting routine. Some of you may have taken yoga with me. What you may not know is that I've also taught bar method and dance in the past, and this is my personal go-to favorite exercise. Clients have told me it's made their seat burn. So let's get started. So come to lie down on your back, but watch me first. So keep your eyes glued to the screen here. I want your soles of feet to be flat on the floor, and your middle finger should graze your heels. Now, I want you to exhale and pull your navel down and think of lengthening your tailbone forward just so much that, look, just your pants lift off the mat. So my shirt's barely lifting off the mat. It's really just my pants. Pull the abs down. That's just a little lift, and then let it go, okay? So the seat, cheeks of the seat squeeze together, and you just lift so slightly, right? Tailbone's lengthening forward, abs are pulling down, and you're gonna exhale each time we do this. So every movement we do is this small. So you really wanna think of the cheeks squeezing in towards the midline and lengthening the tailbone. So what you don't wanna be doing is this, right? We're not doing that. This is much more intense, much more subtle, much more refined. So I just wanna demo that first. Now that you've seen what we're gonna be doing, I want you to jump over to the Spotify playlist I've created to go with this workout. Link is in the description or in the blog post if you're seeing this on greatist.com. Of course, you can opt to do this seat workout without music, but it's going to be painful. I personally need the music to get me through. So press play now. So lie down, find that same position we were in before. There's 30 seconds of silence here at the beginning of the playlist so we can get oriented. So fingertips in line with the heels, and then you can either press your hands into the floor the whole time like this, or you can press your elbows down into the floor like this. Again, every time you exhale, you're gonna pull your abs down and back so you feel like you're getting an ab workout too. And here we go. So you just exhale, squeeze the seat, and just lift slightly. So you wanna think of both cheeks squeezing to the center. Exhale. So you're gonna keep this movement going. Just gonna exhale, exhale. Squeeze the seat towards the midline. Good, and then you're just gonna lift the left leg up to the sky. Good, now keep going. So the left leg is gonna stay lifted the whole time. You're never gonna let anything happen to this left leg unless I tell you. So you're pressing down with the right sole of the foot. You're just doing little lifts, little lifts, little lifts. So every time you lift, I want you to pull and exhale your abs down. Now, tuck, so it's a little tuck of the hips each time. Now listen, I want you to tuck, tuck, and squeeze your cheeks together. So tuck, tuck, squeeze. Tuck, tuck, squeeze. So it's like lift, lift, squeeze your cheeks together. Lift, lift, squeeze. Lengthen the tailbone, squeeze at the top. Good. So just lift, lift, squeeze the cheeks. Lift, lift, squeeze. So it's like you're squeezing a dollar bill in between the cheeks of your seat every single time I say squeeze. Good. So just lift, lift, hold. Lift, lift, squeeze. Lift, lift, hold. Lift, lift, squeeze. Lift, lift, hold. Lift, lift, squeeze. Don't move anything. Just flex your bottom right foot. Good. Little lift, little lift. Now lift, lift, squeeze the cheek together. Lift, lift, squeeze towards center. Tuck, tuck, hold. Lift, lift, hold. Lift, lift, hold. So obviously you should be feeling this in your right cheek. Lift, lift, hold. Lift, lift, hold. Last 3, hold. Last 2, hold at the top and squeeze. Last 1. Now come and you're just gonna take the legs 45 degrees apart for 2 and back for 2. So the knees move apart for 2, and then they squeeze back into the midline for 2. Good, so resist open for 2, resist closed for 2. Nice, resist open, resist closed, resist to open. So imagine people are making it difficult for you, like they have their hands on either side of your thighs. Resist to close, good, open 2. So like a little clamshell, close for 2. Good, open for 2. Close for 2. I don't know about you, my right seat is already burning. Open for 2. Close for 2. Last one, open 2. Last one, close 2. Come on to releve. So onto the tippy toes of that right foot, we're gonna do the same thing. Just lift, 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 lift. So again, you're barely letting your low back leave the ground. And now we'll take it into my little variation. So tuck, tuck, squeeze at the top. Tuck, tuck, hold. Tuck, tuck, squeeze the cheeks together. Tuck, tuck, hold. Tuck, tuck, squeeze everything into the center line. Tuck, tuck, hold, tuck, tuck, hold, tuck, tuck, freeze. Good. Tuck, tuck, hold, tuck, tuck, freeze, tuck, tuck, hold, tuck, tuck, freeze. Good. You want to keep that going. We're going to take a little variation. We're going to let the left leg lower so your knees are in line. So the left leg is 45 degrees. The knees are glued together. Keep it going. Just tuck, 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 tuck. Lengthen the tailbone. Squeeze the cheeks. Now tuck, tuck, squeeze everything to center. Tuck, tuck, squeeze. Tuck, tuck, hold. Tuck, tuck, freeze. Tuck, tuck, hold. Tuck, tuck, freeze. Tuck, tuck, hold. Tuck, tuck, freeze. That's good. Last 4, hold. Last 3, hold. 2 and a hold. 1 and a hold. Okay, here's the bonus round. Keep that left leg high. Don't let it go down to the floor. Heel toe your right foot to the right. So you want it about as wide as your mat if you're practicing on a mat, and just lift, lift, little lift, little lift. So you should feel it squeezing at a slightly different place in your seat. A little bit more like the leotard line area. Press. Just little lifts, little lifts, little lifts. Good, good. Just tuck. Exhale. Draw the abs down. Use your elbows pressing into the floor to help you. Exhale. Ch, ch, ch. Last 8, 7, 6, 5. Got it? 4, 3, 2 and a hold. 1 and a hold. Good. Whew, you made it first side. So what I want you to do is obviously take that ankle over the knee, pull it in for a stretch. So right ankle over left knee, pull it in. Whoo. Little break. All right. How do you feel? The bad news with this now is we have to do the other side because obviously you don't want to have an uneven seat now, do you? So pull the opposite. Left knee over right. Good. And then we'll set up for second side. Here we go. Okay, same concept. We'll just do a couple to the center first. So find your exhale, press the elbows into the mat or press the hands into the mat. Little lift and lengthening, tucking of the pelvis, lengthening of the tailbone, drawing the seat a little bit up, but really it's a small movement, right? Okay, let's lift this time, right leg up in the air. Straight up, point the toes, and tuck, and tuck. Just little lifts, little lifts. Good. Little lifts, little lifts, little lifts. Okay, now we're gonna take it into the variation. So when I say tuck, or I say hold, or I say squeeze, I want you to squeeze your cheeks together as hard as you possibly can. So when I say hold, or I say freeze, squeeze everything into the midline like your life depended on it. All right, here we go. And tuck, tuck, hold. Tuck, tuck, squeeze. Tuck, tuck, hold. Tuck, tuck, squeeze. Good. Tuck, tuck, hold. Tuck, tuck, squeeze. Tuck, tuck, hold. Tuck, tuck, squeeze. Little lift, hold. Little lift, hold to the midline. Little lift, squeeze everything to center. Good. And 3 and a hold. And 2 and a hold. 1 and a hold. Good. Keep everything the same. Just flex that left foot. Just flex the left foot so your heel is digging into the ground. Just little lifts. Little lift, little lift, little lift. Good. Little lift. And keep that right leg strong. Really press your elbows into the floor. Exhale each time. Draw your abs down. Draw your abs down. Now let's hold at the top. Just doing that same variation. It's just a quick hold. Here we go. Just tuck, tuck, hold. Tuck, tuck, squeeze. Good. Tuck, tuck, hold. Tuck, tuck, squeeze. Tuck, tuck, hold. Tuck, tuck, squeeze. Tuck, tuck, hold. Tuck, tuck, squeeze. Okay, here we go, little clamshells. So keep everything squeezing, seat is squeezing. You're gonna resist to open for 2, close for 2. That's it. Open for 2, on the heel, close for 2. Good. Open for 2, resist to close for 2. Resist to open 2, resist to close for 2. Good. Resist to open, resist to close. So make this a slow movement. Imagine someone had hands on either side of your thighs, making it really hard to open and then really hard to close, like you had a TheraBand or something. Good. 2 to open, go slow, resist. And 2 to close, squeeze the seat the whole time. The seat should be squeezing the whole time. My left seat is on fire right now. Good. Last 2. Good. Last 1. Good. Come to releve on that left foot. So you're up on your tippy toes. Good. Squeeze, squeeze. Little lift, little lift, little lift. Right foot is pointed straight up. Good. Little lift, little lift, little lift, little lift. Now, little lift, squeeze at the top. Little lift, hold. Tuck, tuck, hold. Tuck, tuck, freeze. Tuck, tuck, squeeze everything to the midline. Tuck, tuck, hold. Tuck, tuck, squeeze. Tuck, tuck, hold. Tuck, tuck, squeeze. You're almost done. Tuck, tuck, hold. Tuck, tuck, squeeze. Tuck, tuck, hold. Really visualize that dollar bill between the cheeks. How hard can you squeeze? Should be like teeth clenching level squeeze in the seat here, okay? Good. Let's 3 and a hold. Lift, lift, hold. Lift, lift, hold. Last 2. Lift, lift, hold. Last 1. Now bring the knees in line. Little lift, little lift. Just start with the lift. And squeezing the cheeks each time. You're still on releve. Knees are glued together. Just think your knees are glued together so the leg is now at 45 degrees. Leg that was lifted. Good. Little lift, little lift, little lift, little lift. Now let's tuck, tuck, hold. Tuck, tuck, squeeze. 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 Last one. Tuck, tuck, hold. Last one. Squeeze. Good. Heel toe that left foot to the left so it's on the left edge of the mat. Keep the right leg high. Little lifts. Bonus round, just little lifts. Little lifts. Little lifts. Good. Really press down through that left foot. Left foot is really pressing down into the ground to lift up. Little lift. Little lift. We're almost done. Just 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Good. Take the left ankle over the right. Pull the knee in. Whew. Good. Stretch out the hip. Think of pressing the left knee forward in space. Good. And then switch it out. So right ankle over left. And think of pressing the right knee forward. So definitely great to follow this sequence up with some easy yoga. Great to follow it up with any stretches that are going to loosen up your hip. Let me know how your cheeks are doing. Are they on fire and burny like mine? I hope so. Make sure to let me know in the comments below. Leave a comment and be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube if you haven't already, and jump over to greatist.com for more fantastic health, fitness, and wellness tips. From my heart to yours, namaste.